Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Mishkan Museum of Art. Distinguished guests, I thank you all for coming today to honor us on this special occasion. My name is Orit Lev Segev and I am the director of the Mishkan Museum of Art in Harod. It is no coincidence that this special event for the exhibition Je Desais, Yedaticha, takes place today, the International Museum Day, which occurs in Israel every year on Lag BaOmer, the Jewish holiday that has become a day to raise awareness of Mother Nature. In that exhibition, the artist draws the inspiration of his work from different places, different cultures, different rituals, and yet, in all, we find the same wish for meaning, for belonging, and the wish for the amendment of humanity. The work shows a search for connection between man and place. You know, in Hebrew, the word place has double meaning, physical and spiritual, a concrete place on earth, and it also one of God's name. A connection that crosses political boundaries, cultures, and nationalities. A connection to nature. Barefoot, here I am, Je Desais. The year of the coronavirus was a sad and difficult one. In that year, we, the culture and art world, were left behind to be the very last in the food chain. But even then, after almost 6 months of shutdown, we refused to give up. Reimagination was the torch that illuminated our path. I would like to take this opportunity and thank the wonderful staff of the Mishkan, led by Ayala Oppenheimer and Yaniv Shapira, who create wonders. Here, from Ein Harod, not in Jerusalem, nor in Tel Aviv, once again, the magic has happened. During the second and third closures, the museum developed a new educational package, an internet platform. We call it Zoom Art. A special guided tour that showed the museum remotely yet so closely. We were driven by the idea that we must reach those children who sat in their home day after day, week after week, and bring them the joy, the comfort, the curiosity, the criticism, the beauty of the art. It was the desire to do good and contribute to the public which also led us to invite Gregory Abu to create inside the Mishkan. Though, when the museum was closed and its empty walls were lit only by the wonderful natural light which penetrates through the rooftops, reminding us that the sun continues to light up and warm, Gregory made his own magic and created a new piece of work, Recover and Reimagine. I would like to thank the embassies of France, Norway, and Japan, the Goethe Institute and the French Institute for the generous support. I'm confident we have many exciting collaborations together in the future. And now I'm honored to invite the Ambassador of France to Israel, Mr. Eric Danon, to the stage.
Dear Orit, thank you. Dear Yaniv Shapira, Batsheva Goldman, Mr. Meyer, Oved Noor, colleagues, and Hotzer, and of course, Gregory Abu, our artist today. Il est là-bas. I don't want to read that, you know, because I did not want to be spoiled before coming, so I did not really prepare the visit because everybody told me you're going to be really surprised, and I must say that arriving here and seeing Gregory, I said, wow, more than I could expect. So immediately, a feeling, a sort of distance and contact with you, and it was interesting for me, because in these times of loneliness with the COVID, you know, the difficulty with people is to find new links, new ways of talking, to be together, etc. And as soon as I saw you, you had a kind of presence and the capacity to invent new links. And I must say that it immediately made me remind that in these times, particularly in this time, culture is essential. Culture is essential to keep the links between people and to invent and reinvent, as you say. After this crazy COVID year, I should say, 10 months, so weird and bizarre that we have to reinvent many things. Not all the things. I thought that the day after would be totally different. No, it's not totally different, but many things have to be reinvented. And I think that only the artists can help us to invent something new. I don't think that politicians, ambassadors, and others know how to deal with this new situation, but artists, yes, they feel something new, and they are going, I hope, help us to invent this new fascinating period of time. So I don't want to be too long. I'm eager to discover with my wife this exhibition. I would say that personally, being very interested by different culture, an artist who traveled all over the world and came to something of the essence of things, the sustainability essential, and of course with this Japanese approach that I like very much, and once again eager to see the exhibition. Very honored for your invitation. Very pleased to be here, and just to say that yeah, a pleasure to share this moment with you today, and proud with the l'Institut culturel, l'Institut français en Israël, to have kind of cooperation and many projects. Thank you for the team to have organized all this, and once again, a great pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Denon, for your inspiring word. Having you today with us is a tremendous support. Thank you. It's meant everything for us. And now, Mr. Oved Nur, the Mayor of Hagilboa Regional Council. Please.
Shalom and welcome לכולם. אני זוכר שהסתובבתי לראשונה במשכן לאומנות בעין חרוד, עד שהייתי בגיל הגן. והתחושה תמיד הייתה שנכנסים לאיזשהו מקום קדוש. צריך להתייחס בזהירות, בשקט, מותר לרוץ רק אם לא רואים אותך. ואני חייב להודות שההבנה שלי בתרבות לא השתנתה הרבה מאז. אבל כל פעם שאני חוזר לפה, אני חוזר לאותה תחושה שנגיע למקום שיש בו קדושה. ובימים שגם בחברה הקיבוצית עוברים תמורות רבות מאוד וזעזועים, וגם בחברה הישראלית אנחנו רואים כמה מתערער דרכנו, אני מבקש להגיד תודה רבה, שממשיכים להחזיק במשכן ובקדושה הזאת כאיזשהו דבר שממשיך להיות אולי העוצמה היחידה שכולם יכולים להתחבר אליה ולזכור שלא עבדה הדרך, ולאחל לכם, אורית, שככה גם ממשיך להיות בעתיד.
I have the privilege to welcome the cultural attaché of the Royal Norwegian Embassy, Tel Aviv, Ms. Christine Betek-Knudsen, to talk about climate and sustainability.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure I am here today at the museum to honor the exhibition Je te sais. First of all, I would like to congratulate the artist with his work. I have to agree with the French ambassador. It was something unexpected to come here today, but it was such a pleasant surprise. Really made me happy and smiley. Let me also convey greetings from our ambassador, Mr. Kåre Aas, who regrettably was not able to attend today. I would also like to thank the museum. This exhibition would not have been possible without Orit Batsheva and Mr. Yaniv Shapiro. I hope I haven't forgotten any more essential of you, although I know you have all contributed. All that Abu has conducted to make this happening is quite impressive. It's many years of work in different parts of the world. I could probably talk for a long time about how interesting and thought-provoking I find his work. However, being from Norway, I'll take the opportunity to say that we are very happy that Abu chose to go to the Lofoten archipelago, high north and in the Arctic part of Norway, to explore the climate and the nature there. Lofoten is also a popular tourist destination where an increasing number of Israelis have visited. It is known for its majestic nature with mountainous landscape, a tough climate, the fishery, wildlife, as well as the midnight sun and the northern lights. We find it interesting that Abu has explored such different areas of the world, such as Norway and Israel. I'm not forgetting Japan, but in this context. Yet different, they're both vulnerable parts of the world. Climate change presents unprecedented global challenges with a particularly strong impact in the Arctic, but it's affecting us all. As in many drylands, desertification is expected to be exacerbated by climate change, and this is especially relevant for the Negev Desert. Sustainability and nature are areas that Abu explores further in this exhibition, and that we found crucial. Last week, world leaders joined a conference in the US to discuss the climate change crisis. The importance of world leaders paving the way for more climate-friendly policies is indisputable. However, the climate crisis also requires each one of us to increase our knowledge, care, and responsibility. Abu explores the themes of connecting and of mindfulness, both important tools at an individual level to take better care of oneself, each other, and planet Earth. This is a perfect example of where artists can play a crucial role. They make us think and reflect. Abu is no exception to that. Climate and sustainability, protection of the Arctic and other vulnerable areas are important issues for Norwegian policies and the main pillar of our policies. I would like to say thanks again for all the people that made this exhibition possible, and congratulations to Abu, and I wish you all a pleasant art and museum experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christine, for your important words. And now, for those who watch us through the broadcast, a small break with a short taste of the exhibition. Now, last but not least, Batsheva Goldman, the curator. Please.
Are shared. And the artist Gregory Abu represents this new reality, embracing Shinto and apocryphal Enoch traditions with Kabbalah. The boundary his story sets, which he refers to as the Golden Gate, lies between the sacred and the profane, but his gate is as transportable as the tabernacle in the wilderness. The artist's intention was to draw together countries and continents through this gate. And witness to that is that in this very hall sit together their representatives. So it is an occasion for great joy. I would like to thank the French contingent for their support and enthusiasm, and especially to Yael Baruch and Laura Schwartz of the Cultural Department. The ambassador's presence honors the artist and underlines the importance of the contribution of French artists to Israeli culture. I would also like to thank the Norwegian ambassador to Israel, His Excellency Karo Os, for his belief in the exhibition and its message of sustainability to the public, a view shared with the Goethe Institute, and for their assistance in realizing the exhibition. Indeed, Gregory respects nature. In this difficult year of COVID-19, the artist has allowed us to view isolation in a positive way and to see the value of solitude in its appreciation of the environment. Thanks to the artist Gregory Abo and to my co-curator, the art director and chief curator of this museum, Yaniv Shapira, it has been an amazing adventure. My thanks and appreciation to Christine Knudsen of the Norwegian Embassy for her dedication to the show over time, to Yael Goldman of the Goethe Institute Israel, and to Oded Soroka of the Japan Embassy in Israel for joining in the excitement of the show, which draws much inspiration from that country. Thanks to the professional expertise of film editor Erez Perry, sound designer Jakob Mezel, Yaniv Levy of ProAV, the graphic artist Moshe Mirsky, the editor Einat Adi, the stone sculptor Bernie Fink, and to the entire staff of the Mishkan Museum of Art.
Thank you, Batsheva, for your beautiful words, and once again, for a wonderful, multi-layered, so meaningful exhibition. We have reached the end of our formal introduction. For who did not yet saw Gregory's special performance, you will have a few more minutes. Guided tour in English and in Hebrew of the exhibition will start at approximately 15 minutes. Will be enough? 15 minutes. So at 1:15 from the entrance to the exhibition. Thank you so much, and see you soon in the Mishkan Museum of Art in Harod. Thank you.